Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over 5 essential things that you need. You absolutely need these things to look professional when you're streaming. Alright, let's get into it. Number 1 is going to be, and I cannot stress this enough, you need these before you get anything else on the list, and that's lights. You see these little LifeX beams that I got in the background over there? Yeah, those are really cool. They're like $100 online. You can pick up a pack of 6 of them. They're awesome. They look like lightsabers in the background. Get a pack of those, or if you got a little bit more of a budget and you like the nanoleafs, go and get the nanoleaf. Or if you're on an even tighter budget, I'll throw in the description a pack to some really simple RGB floodlights that can just illuminate your wall. Nothing fancy like the LifeX beams at all. Number 2 up on the list, and this is crucial to sounding professional, and I said sound because you already know what it's going to be. It's a microphone. Now, the reason I say a microphone over a camera is that, yeah, even though we're in quarantine and webcams are being price gouged on Amazon, you can still get a webcam after this whole thing is over for really cheap. For like $60, you can pick up a simple C920 on Amazon, or even Walmart. I got my C920 at Walmart. That's not what I'm using right now. I'm using a Sony a6000, but webcams are going to do just fine if you get the first thing, which is lights. You don't need to start right off the bat with a $700 camera to make your stream look professional. You just don't need it. But I'm getting off track. Microphones. Back onto microphones. You need a microphone because the one that's built in your headset is it's not a good microphone. It's not a good microphone. Just stop. When you go into somebody's stream, the first thing you notice is their audio. There's just something that the human body can tell about audio, and it's telling you something's not quite right. So you want to get a nice, decent sounding microphone. Look up Alpha Gaming's channel. He did a review of like $50 to $100 and a $2,000 microphone, and basically his conclusion was anything above $100 sounds basically the same on Twitch. I have my Bluebird SL right here that just came in the mail. I'm super pumped about it because it sounds awesome. So, but I would recommend if you're looking for a cheap mic, the Audio Technica or the Rode NT1. Go pick up one of those. They're great. All right, number 3 up on the list. Now, this is where it gets exciting. We're getting into some big boy equipment right now. Microphones, lights, those were nothing. Lights are like, anybody can get lights. Anybody can pick out a microphone. Cameras are where it's at when it comes to streaming. You want to look professional, like super professional. And this is like for the professional people who are already making money on Twitch. Upgrade to a nice crop sensor camera. You don't need a full frame camera. You don't need it. I use a Sony a6000 APS-C sensor with a 16 to 50 millimeter lens. It works fine. I mean, you can see it right now. It looks amazing. With the lights in the background, it looks fine. It looks like it's a $700 camera that I got for like $500. Get it on eBay. You don't need a $2,000 camera. When you're looking for a camera, the biggest thing that you should look for is not the quality. It definitely should not be whether it has 4K, because that's just a marketing scheme. You're going to be streaming to Twitch. Your webcam's going to be this little thing in the corner. You're not going to need to broadcast in 4K. It's not important. I don't even think Twitch supports 4K. Yeah, you don't need that. So, not the resolution. Frame rate's important. Make sure it does at least 1080-60. That's super important. But make sure that it's got an interchangeable lens system. That's the most important, because any good photographer knows that the most important part of a camera is not the body, it's the lens. And if you're able to swap that lens out for a better one in the future, that takes a consumer product and turns it into a professional piece of equipment. And that's really big when it comes to upgrading your gear in the past, so you don't have to keep throwing out camera bodies. Number 4 up on this list, and probably the most expensive and biggest upgrade that you're not going to need to make anytime soon, is a dual PC setup. Now, a dual PC setup is expensive because of a couple of reasons. You need to buy a whole new PC, particularly a Ryzen PC, because AMD's processors are just way better for streaming. They got better encoding chips on them. That's just a fact. You're also going to need to get a capture card. And depending on what you're streaming and whether you're streaming from an Xbox, that can be relatively inexpensive, around $130. Or if you're like me and you're gaming at 1080 and 240 hertz, you're going to need to go for the $250 4K 60 Pro Mark II, and that's going to run you up another $250 on your PC. So it adds up depending on what you're doing. Number 5, and the final one on this list, is going to be a bit of a weird one, because we've gone from least expensive to most expensive kind of up the scale, and now we're going to taper it off again depending on you, how much you want to spend, because this last point is all about you as the streamer. And the reason that this is focused on you as the streamer is because it all depends on you, the streamer, your personality. You want your room to reflect you. Let me get it for you guys. I've got my blue microphone box right here. This bad boy that this guy came in. I got this right up here because I love blue microphones. They're like one of my favorite mic companies. Put that back up there. Behind there, I got my iPhone 10 case from my iPhone 10. One of my favorite. Oh, you saw Danny DeVito there. I got my Logitech G Pro wireless boxes. I got an extra box. That's another story. But, like, you can probably tell, I'm a tech guy. I love tech. I got tech all over my walls. I'm also a big Fortnite guy. I got this little portrait right here, right next to me, of the Durburger from Fortnite. I got that. I've also got a little Mountain Dew fridge right here because I love Mountain Dew. It's just part of my setup. It reflects who I am as a person, the personality that I portray on stream. And that's what's important about this last bullet point. You want your viewers to know you. You want them to have a personal connection with you so that they can feel like a bond with you. And that's what streaming is all about. Number 6, get a power supply for your camera.